is Jessie Finney. I'm the library director here. Welcome again to the Scituate Town Library. I think that a lot of people have been coming to all of the shows, and we really appreciate that. It's been such a fun series. We're sad that it's over. We look forward to bringing it back next year. Just so you guys know, we're going to do, thank you guys. We're going to send out a little survey, so if you follow us on Facebook, we would love it if you would give us a little feedback. Did you like the music? What do you want to see for next year? And all of that fun stuff. So if you can be on the lookout for that, we'd appreciate it. I really have to thank, of course, as always, our friends of the Scituate Town Library. We would not be doing this or any other programs in the library if it were not for them. We're so grateful. And this year they were able to get some corporate sponsors, so they have some things to do as well.
We want to bring this program, this series, back next year as well. But in order to do that, we depend on the generosity of us underwriters. So let me personally thank King Jewelers, ABC Reading, the Scituate Chair Company, Karen Mullen of Caldwell Banker, and the Scituate Education Foundation for sponsoring these concerts. And in addition to the underwriters, we have bookmarks, by the way, over here on the table. We also had sponsors that include the Caldwell Banker Real Estate Office, Mountain One Bank, and Scituate Family Dental. And then finally, we had an art auction in June and had marvelous pieces of art that people could bid on. And all of that together provided enough funds for all of these concerts. So thank you for supporting these people, and thank you for coming out.
And we're really excited to welcome Hungrytown. Thank you.
Just a quick second while I readjust for singing.
Testing, 1, 2.
I think that works. Okay.
Nice try, Susan.
Lovely to see you.
Thanks so much for coming out tonight. We are Hungrytown.
That's your feet forward.
To
Can we just have a big round of applause for you guys again? That was fantastic. We're just really honored to be a part of this series. It's such a cool thing, and to have a reason to come to Scituate, where we have a lot of friends. So nice to be here.
My first time here, I feel shame.
Yeah.
It's such a cool place.
I know.
I feel lost in hours.
All these years in New England, yeah, and missing out on Scituate.
I did it!
So we are Rebecca and Ken, otherwise known as Hungrytown, and most of the songs you're going to hear tonight are ones that we wrote. It's funny because as we spent most of the summer playing outdoor shows in like 100-degree heat, and now I'm freezing. It's just
Weird. I'm
not
having
used
like
to
cognitive
it.
dissonance,
I'm
right?
not used to it. Yeah, I feel like a Floridian when the temperature drops down to like 70 degrees and I'm getting out my room. This is another song that we wrote, and we're from the state of Vermont, and this is a song that has a lot of sort of fall foliage. That's a thing that just creeps in when you write songs and live in Vermont. And this is called November Song. Through the hills as the streams do flow. That's the way she always seems to go. Trees where the sky so shines the color in my summer grass is green and high. Clouds before her when she walks by. Then the children used to go. I hate to leave her, but I'm bound to go. Jumping high, you can catch the sun. Turn the clock back when the day is done. Teach the sea to force. Stop the young and march on. Through the fields as the streams do flow. That's the way she always seems to go. Autumn trees burn against the sky. So shines the color in my true love's eyes. For the past couple of years, Ken and I have been home, and that was kind of unusual for us. We've spent the previous 20 years touring all across the country and sometimes overseas. And then, as you know, everything just kind of stopped for performers. for a little while, for the past couple of years. And it's weird because back when we were traveling all the time and really busy, I used to kind of say to myself sometimes, oh, I wish I could spend more time at home. And then COVID happened and I felt like saying, oh, not like that. That wasn't what I meant. Be careful what you wish for, exactly. So, but we have an album that we put out a few years ago called Further West, and a lot of the songs just have this theme of traveling, and we're going to do a song from that album for you now. This one is called Don't You Let Me Down.
Just who can you trust?
That's right.
Just kidding. By the way, we are a folk act. Some of our songs are good to sing along to if you're so inclined. So don't let us stop you, even if you haven't heard the song before.
I took the young girl for my wife, don't you let me down. On her hair turned gray on our wedding night, don't you let me down. Don't you let me down, don't you let me down. Her hair turned gray on our wedding night, don't you let me down. I bought a house high on a hill, don't you let me down. Turn to dust as hard as will, don't you let me down. Don't you let me down, don't you let me down. Turn to dust as houses will, don't you let me down. I saved a nickel every day, don't you let me down. Till the bank man stole it all away, don't you let me down. Don't you let me down, don't you let me down. The bank man stole it all away, don't you let me down. To a friend you'll never find, don't you let me down. Till the day I leave you all behind, don't you let me down. A couple traditional songs. We didn't write these next couple of songs. The first one is an Irish ballad, and kind of a tale of love gone wrong, I guess, like so many of the old songs are. And in this song, a couple breaks up, and one person isn't ready to let go yet and keeps writing letters, which the recipient throws away.
Nobody said folk was pretty.
It's true. And this is called Green Girl Galore.
My banjo isn't used to this cold weather.
It's freezing out.
Hire it. I said, are you ready? Hold on. What? Oh, okay. It's a change in temperature that does it. Redux.
love letter and I will give mine. You write to your love and I'll write to mine. That he gave me 1,000 would kill. I had and to see me love that boy still. Oh, sometimes I wonder why women love men. And sometimes I wonder why men do love men. But from my own knowledge I will have you know that many are deceivers wherever they go. As an equal opportunity thing, we're going to do a Scottish traditional ballad now. And this is another kind of love gone wrong song. In this one, the person, there's a young couple that's in love, and then one of them ends up marrying somebody with a lot more money. And the one that's left behind, that's right. The one that's left behind, it's not enough that they're left behind. They actually have to serve in the wedding party, just to add insult to it. So this is what happens in old folk songs, among other things. But this, is a Scottish traditional ballad that we learned one of our many trips over to the UK. Playing
We're going to be heading over.
Yeah, we're going to be heading over in 2 weeks. We've been postponing our tours there for the past couple of years.
Every year,
Yeah.
and we've just not been going anywhere.
So that'll be an experience, going back to the airport, seeing what that's like.
I'm not looking forward to that.
But this is, anyway, this is a Scottish traditional called the False Bride. Others who spoke, and now she's rewarded me well for my love. She's gone and she's wed another. I saw my love up to the church door with bridesmen and bridesmaidens. She made a fine show, and I followed on with my heart full of woe. She's gone and she's wed another. sat down to die. I sat down beside her and I thought and thought on the last should have been mine. She's got a she's ready another. All the men in the forest, they ask it of me. How many strawberries grow in the salt sea? And I answered them with a tear in my eye. How many ships sail in the forest? So dig me a grave and dig it so deep and cover it over with flowers so sweet. And I'll lay me down for the taste of sleep. And maybe in time I'll forget it.
How's it going? Thanks for being here. We're really grateful that you're all here tonight. And beautiful evening. This is actually my first time here, and it's really a beautiful place. I'm glad to be here. You know, as Rebecca was telling you, we really haven't been touring all that much lately because, you know, because of the whole COVID thing. It put us and really just about everybody, you know, kind of out of business for a long time, and it's been very hard for all of us. In fact, this is one of those, you know, amazing, like shared experiences that every one of us can relate to. And it's been a very hard time, as we all know. A lot of us have, you know, have lost loved ones. We know people who have died, and it's been very hard. And it's been hard on our relationships. A lot of us feel disconnected from our societies and from our communities, and sometimes from our own families. And this song that we're going to play for you, it predates COVID, but I think it still kind of speaks to how a lot of us feel, and that is a feeling of being left behind. And it's something that we can certainly relate to. Something very much part of the folk tradition. This is the title track from our second album, and it's called Penny Forgotten.
Don't seem to work. I want them to. I'd like to look up at the sky, put it down in my shoes. Can't seem to turn my mind, but each day my dreams I've fallen into disrepair like any forgotten thing. Clock on the mantle, it's falling out of time. I can't see why I should wind it, I'm so far behind. But I might replace the front doorbell just to hear it ring. and I can't be sure of what to keep and what to throw away. It's like living in the space between the winter and the spring. The one season of uncertainty for every forgotten thing. Now from our second album, which is entitled Any Forgotten Thing. I got the melody for this next song when we were just touring in the state of New Mexico, and somehow just driving down the road, I got just this little melody occurring to me and thought maybe I should try to write some lyrics for it. And whenever I'm trying to write lyrics for a song, the first question I ask is, what kind of melody does this sound like? And it was easy with this particular song because it just had this sort of carnival-esque sound to it. So once I realized that, the rest of the song just kind of fell into place. So if you imagine that you're just kind of seated on a carousel, going around and listening to, there's an antique instrument you sometimes hear at old fairgrounds or on carousels. And that's also the name of the song. It's a steam whistle instrument called calliope. Music of the carousel echoes a sweet refrain of the fairground scenes from days gone by, and how we used to play. My horse's face silver, yours is white and gold. Swiftly around the track we go, and where we'll stop, who's to know? You're always half a length ahead, no matter how well I ride. From the farther I stretch to grasp the ring, the more I start to slide. Calliope, I hear you winding along. Our run is only just begun. We still got so far to go. The last song of the record is a really hard one for me to write because I know that means that, the project is finished and I have to kind of, send it out into the world after that. So sometimes it's hard to do that last song. And so I get writer's block a lot at the end of the record. And that's what was happening to me with this last song. As is so often the case, on a night when I wasn't trying to write at all, that's when I got the idea. And I was just looking out our living room window at the night sky in the middle of December, and there was a meteor shower that night, and I just thought that it might be fun to write a song where one of the characters was a falling star. And it's sort of like that. So this is our song, Falling Star.
Are you flashing me or
falling star,
Mama, can I go play
a
this?
falling star, a falling star. I like to think it fell down to the ground. Someplace safe, someplace it could be far. Just a falling star, a falling star, a falling star. Oh, little star, can you see me? Was it love that brought you down so easily?
And then somebody chases another.
Just a falling star, a falling star, a falling star. Falling star, you shine so bright. I wonder what you would become without your light. Just a falling star, a falling star, a falling star.
Isn't your hair beautiful? I made it. Now you can have a shot.
So during this past winter, we were kind of just sitting around in our house wondering if our touring schedule was going to start up again. And we had this whole spring tour booked for the Midwest that we were hoping was actually going to happen. But yeah, it was kind of a lot of uncertainty was going on. And at the time we were listening to this song that we're going to play for you next quite a bit. It's just, in the song, the singer is kind of like having one of those rough nights where you're trying to go to sleep, but you're just sort of, through your mind is going like all of these maybe things wrong that you're trying to fix, or relationship problems or various things. And some of those things can seem so bleak at 4 o'clock in the morning, but as soon as the first light of day comes in the window, it feels like, you know, maybe it's not going to be all that bad. And that was, so this is a song actually that we didn't write. This is written by the great British songwriter Bert Jansch, and Ken and I were lucky enough to participate in a tribute to his music this past winter. We received a guitar in the mail that was sent to us by the Bert Jansch Foundation, and we recorded the song and put it up on YouTube, and we got to participate.
Basically, you got a guitar, you recorded something either from or a tribute to Bert Jansch, and then you sent it on to the next guitar player.
Yeah, so it was kind of a way of staying connected during COVID, and still being involved. Morning brings peace of mind. So beautiful to me. In the clear, bright side of the sun, crystal clear voices, so happy and sweet. Oh, the new day beginning is so deep. The new day beginning young and fair. night. Thoughts running wild in confusion. People and places all jumbled in my mind. All the new day beginning is so near. The new day beginning young and fair. Morning breeze is alive, and the birds are singing in the air. Gone are the nightmares running, and the fear of the darkness has vanished with the light. All the new day beginning is the new day beginning young and fair. Another song from our third album called Further West. This one came out a few years ago, and a lot of the songs have the theme of travel, or they're stories about people that we met on our way to different places. But this next one is a little bit different. Rather than having a story in it or characters, it's just sort of, we wanted to try to write a song that just describes how something feels, or just kind of puts you into the moment of the song. And this one is an ode to a highway, because that's something we know so much about. We just spend so much time on them. And if you can imagine, maybe not a New England type road, but that you're headed like on I-80, going out west somewhere on one of those long straight highways, just maybe headed toward California, something like that. And it's sort of the romance of traveling, but also a little bit of the disconnect that comes along with it too. This one is called Static. No lights on this highway, no reflectors. Hard to see where we are turning now. Driving after midnight past the farmers who have put their fields to bed. Gone so far you'll never catch me now. Crackles only static anytime I think of tuning. I know just how it feels to think you've lost whatever signal you once had. And I can't remember when we last drove past a traffic light. Maybe we can get to California by the morning if we drive all night. From so far you'll never catch me now. Soon to be forgotten anyhow. So speaking of roads, our name is Hungrytown, and we got our name from a road that we encountered when we were down recording our first album down in Blue Ridge Mountains in Virginia. We were just driving around down there and we saw this little road called Hungrytown Road, and we were probably hungry at the time and we're hoping that maybe there was a diner at the end of the road, but we started driving down it, just hoping that there was a Hungrytown at the end of the road, but there wasn't. There was a few houses, but no actual town, and we thought that that was kind of mysterious. And so we started jotting down some ideas for a song, and as we were writing it, as you can imagine, the song sort of developed into, it's about sort of not reaching any particular destination, but just finding the right road that works for you. And so we liked it after we wrote it, and we thought, you know, we need a name for our act, so we'll just call ourselves Hungrytown after this song. Hungrytown Road. Out of this town, and one day gonna follow down. I'm going down the Hungrytown road till I reach the place I belong. I got married when I was just a young girl, and I never seen much of the world, but I learned how to fight with the ones that I love, and to play for the words that I said. There's a road that leads out of this town, and one day gonna follow it down. I'm going down the Hungrytown road till I reach the place I belong. Well, I saved and I worked every day, but I never seemed to put much away. It's too low a price for a life that's so dear, so I guess I'll be moving along. There's a road that leads out of this town, and one day gonna follow it down. I'm going down the Hungrytown road till I reach the place I belong. I look up there for us to be able to perform for you guys. We do have one more song for you, but I just want to quickly thank the friends of the library and the sponsors, and once again, the storytellers. Thank you guys so much. Thanks, Jesse, and all the librarians for everything they do, and thanks to you guys for coming out. So we do have some CDs and other merchandise, t-shirts, tote bags, all that stuff is up here if you care to take a look. You can sign up for our newsletter, which is affectionately known as the News Dumpster.
You know it's classy.
Yeah, keeping it classy. And you can find us online at hungrytown.net or facebook.com/hungrytown.
And please like us on Facebook, even if you don't like us. And what else? Also, if you're into streaming, we have download cards, but we also are on the main streaming platforms, Spotify and iTunes and Tidal, Apple. I've lost track, but anyway, we're on them. And please follow us if you do any event streaming. This way you will be notified when our new album is coming out. It should be in the next couple of months. Hopefully by the time, I think just after we get back from the UK in November, we hope to have it finished once and for all. And we do take plastic, including credit cards, so you're in luck. What else? Is there anything else? Oh, and we mentioned our website, so I guess we're good. Oh yes, and we do have a Patreon site, because we actually are trying to raise money for a promotion for our next album, and the costs are very, very high. And so if you want to do Patreon, we are totally up for that.
I think that's all.
Is that it? Okay, finally. I forgot that we've never started.
We're going to finish up with, this is an Appalachian style a cappella harmony ballad that we wrote, summertime song called The Sweetest Flower. The sweetest flower I ever saw grows on the westward plain. The only boy I ever loved, I never may see again. The blue star blooms but once a year, when the sun shines bright in the sky. But if you pluck those flowers out, then they will surely die. And if you tell the one you love that you'll be no man's bride, they'll leave you sure as the sun will rise, as sure as the tears you'll cry. The flowers in my garden and you, the wildflowers grow just where they will, and need no care at all. The sweetest flower I ever saw grows on the westward plain. The only boy I ever loved, I never may see again.
Thank you. Have a great evening. Bye, Chip.
It's kind of Middle Eastern Jewish bread.